This video is about famous Hollywood celebrities and people who passed away from September to October in 2000 in the United States. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Anne Doran, she was born in July 1911 and she died in September 2000. Her age was 89 at the time of her death and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Anne Doran had a prolific career in film and television, often playing motherly and supportive roles. With over 500 film credits, she was a reliable and respected character actress. Doran is perhaps best remembered as James Dean's mother in Rebel Without a Cause. Her career spanned silent films to television, making her a true Hollywood staple. Gwen Verdon, she was born in January 1925 and she died in October 2000. Her age was 75 at the time of her death and the reason for her death was heart attack. Gwen Verdon was a legendary Broadway dancer and actress, renowned for her collaborations with choreographer Bob Fosse. She won 4 Tony Awards for her musical theater performances. Known for her magnetic stage presence and unique voice, Verdon helped redefine female roles in dance. Her legacy endures through countless Broadway revivals and tributes. Julie London, she was born in September 1926 and she died in October 2000. Her age was 74 at the time of her death and the reason for her death was cardiac arrest. Julie London was a sultry, voice coach, singer, and film actress, best known for her hit song, Cry Me a River. She appeared in numerous films in the 1950s and later starred in the television series Emergency alongside her husband Bobby True. London's smoky voice became a hallmark of the 1950s lounge music. Her iconic music style and screen presence have left a lasting imprint. Steve Allen, he was born in December 1921 and he died in October 2000. His age was 78 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was hemopericardium. Steve Allen was the original host of The Tonight Show and a pioneer of late-night television. He was also a prolific composer, author, and comedian. Allen helped shape American television comedy and influenced countless entertainers. His intellect, wit, and creativity spanned multiple mediums. Rick Jessup, he was born in May 1923 and he died in October 2000. His age was 77 at the time of his death and he took his own life. Rick Jessup was best known for his role as Lieutenant Howley in the television series Combat. He also appeared in a number of B-movies and television shows throughout the 1950s and 60s. Despite career ups and downs, he maintained a loyal fan base. His commanding presence was ideal for war and adventure roles. Richard Mulligan, he was born in November 1932 and he died in September 2000. His age was 67 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was colorectal cancer. Richard Mulligan was a talented comedic actor, especially noted for his roles in the sitcoms Soap and Empty Nest. He had a gift for physical comedy and quirky characters. Mulligan won Emmy Award for both series, showing his versatility. His unique blend of warmth and zaniness made him a television favorite. Richard Farnsworth, he was born in September 1920 and he died in October 2000. His age was 80 at the time of his death and he took his own life. Richard Farnsworth began as a stuntman before transitioning to acting later in life. He received critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination for The Straight Story. Known for his gentle screen presence and authenticity, he often portrayed quiet, honorable men. His dignified late-career performances earned widespread respect. Anthony Lee, he was born in July 1961 and he died in October 2000. His age was 39 at the time of his death and the reason for his death was being shot by police. Anthony Lee was a promising actor known for supporting roles in television and film. His life was tragically cut short in a police shooting under controversial circumstances. Lee had appeared in several action dramas and was respected in the industry. His death sparked public outcry and debate about law enforcement accountability. Jean Piggle Howard. She was born in January 1927 and she died in September 2000. Her age was 73 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was respiratory illness. Jean Piggle Howard was a character actress and the mother of actor-director Ron Howard. She had a warm maternal screen presence and appeared in numerous television shows and films. Her role in Apollo 13 showcased her talent to a wider audience. Her work and family ties made her a beloved figure in Hollywood circles. Alvera Sanchez. She was born in September 1905 and she died in September 2000. Her age was 95 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Alvera Sanchez was a dancer in Harlem nightclubs during the 1920s and 1930s and was the mother of entertainer Sammy Davis Jr. Though she stayed out of the limelight, her influence on her son's upbringing was profound. Sanchez was part of the vibrant Harlem Renaissance era. She later worked for the New York City Board of Education. Bear Richards. She was born in July 1920 and she died in September 2000. Her age was 80 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was emphysema. Bear Richards was an award-winning stage and screen actress, as well as a poet and playwright. She received an Oscar nomination for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and Emmys for her television roles. Richards was also a civil rights activist and powerful voice for Black artists. Her artistry and activism left a lasting legacy. Benjamin Orr. He was born in September 1947 and he died in October 2000. His age was 53 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. Benjamin Orr was a bassist and co-lead vocalist of the iconic rock band The Cars, known for his smooth vocals on the hit Drive. He helped define the sound of the 1980s new wave. Orr's calm stage presence contrasted with his powerful musical influence. His voice and style remained timeless in rock history. Frankie Crocker. He was born in December 1937 and he died in October 2000. His age was 62 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. Frankie Crocker was a pioneering radio DJ known as the Chief Rocker, who helped shape the sound of R&B and disco. He was instrumental in launching WBLS as a major force in urban radio. Crocker was famous for his suave voice and trend-setting taste. He broke new ground for black voices in broadcasting. Carl Sigman. He was born in September 1909 and he died in September 2000. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Carl Sigman was a prolific lyricist and composer responsible for numerous 20th century standards. He wrote lyrics for jazz and pop hits performed by artists like Frank Sinatra and Andy Williams. His versatility spanned decades and genres. Sigman's work is a cornerstone for American popular music. Mel Carnahan. He was born in February 1934 and he died in October 2000. His age was 66 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was plane crash. Mel Carnahan served as Missouri's 51st governor and was widely respected for his integrity and progressive policies. He died tragically in a plane crash while campaigning for the United States Senate. Despite his death, he posthumously won the election. His wife, Jean Carnahan, was appointed to serve in his place. Walt Stanfield. He was born in July 1919 and he died in September 2000. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Walt Stanfield was a revered Disney animator and influential drawing teacher. He worked on classics like The Jungle Book and The Aristocrats. More importantly, he mentored new generations of animators through his gesture drawing classes. His notes became the foundation of animation instruction at Disney. George Hunston Williams. He was born in April 1914 and he died in October 2000. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. George Hunston Williams was a prominent church historian and Unitarian theologian. A Harvard Divinity School professor, he specialized in early Christian and Reformation studies. His landmark work, The Radical Reformation, is a key academic resource. Williams advocated for interfaith understanding and religious freedom. David Brown, he was born in February 1947 and he died in September 2000. His age was 53 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was kidney failure. David Brown was an American musician. He was the bass player for the band Santana from 1967 until 1971, then again from 1974 until 1976. Brown played in Santana, at Woodstock, and at Altamont in 1969, and on the band's first 3 studio albums before leaving after the closing of the Fillmore West gig on July 4, 1971. In 1974, he rejoined for the album Borboleta and remained with the band for the follow-up Amigos. In 1998, Brown was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Santana. R. H. Harris. He was born in March 1916 and he died in September 2000. His age was 84 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. R. H. Harris was a pioneering gospel singer and original lead of the Soul Stirrers. His emotive vocal style helped lay the groundwork for soul music and inspired artists like Sam Cooke. Harris's influence on gospel is profound, bridging spiritual expression and musical innovation. He was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. Rodney Hanoi. He was born in October 1966 and he died in October 2000. His age was 34 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pulmonary edema. Rodney Hanoi, known as Yokozuna, was a professional wrestler in the WWE during the early 1990s. A member of the famed Hanoi wrestling family, he portrayed a massive sumo wrestler and held the WWE Championship. Despite his size, he was agile and charismatic in the ring. His sudden death shocked fans around the world. Nicole Reinhardt. She was born in June 1976 and she died in September 2000. Her age was 24 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was cycling accident. Nicole Reinhardt was a rising star in American cycling, winning multiple national titles and gold at the Pan American Games. She died tragically in a race when her bike struck a concrete post. Her potential was immense and her loss was felt deeply across the cycling world. A foundation was established in her memory to support young athletes. George Musso. He was born in April 1910 and he died in September 2000. His age was 90 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. George Musso was a Hall of Fame offensive lineman who played for the Chicago Bears during their 1930s and 1940s dominance. He was the first player to be named All-NFL at 2 different positions. Musso also served as a team captain for several seasons. He was admired for his strength, leadership, and loyalty to the game. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.